while you tried to take the sun down. Hearts don't ever change to gold. Out there thinking that you're in the world alone. No one ever told you that you'll have to fight for something, or you'll never learn to balance. It's too cold standing in the middle of the downpour, looking in the mirror 'cause it's only you that you have to lose. Headed backward on a one-way, trying to stop from running but you can't wait. Bury all the evidence, you'll only learn when you crash and burn. When you crash and when you crash living in a crazy world, following the path that always twists and turns. Gave up on your sanity to hide behind the devil, 'cause you think you'll live forever. Say you're never getting old. Out there thinking that you're in the world alone. No one ever told you that you have to live for something, or in the end you will be nothing. It's too cold standing in the middle of the downpour, looking in the mirror 'cause it's only you that you have to lose. Headed backward on a one-way, trying to stop from running but you can't wait. Bury all the evidence, you'll only learn when you crash and burn. When you crash and when you crash
Don't say you're not inside. Maybe I'm just a lie. No place to hide. The devil I hold inside. Don't need your love. Can't find myself.
Tell me who broke your heart, 'cause I could tell you who demolished mine. Tell me how you got those scars. I'll find the beauty in every line across your skin. It's like you're convinced that you're stuck the way you are, driving in your car to reach a dead end. Is that all this is? It's cool if you think that I'm wasting my time, but you've gotta stop pulling me back. What's up with that? I don't wanna love you. Try to convince, use every trick that's up my sleeve. I don't wanna beg you. Show you my soul, if you're gonna hold it all against me. When you push me enough to break, you're pushing me away. It's like you're convinced that you're stuck the way you are, driving in your car to reach a dead end. Is that all this is? It's cool if you think that I'm wasting my time, but you've gotta stop pulling me back. What's up with that? I don't wanna love you. Try to convince, use every trick that's up my sleeve.
Invincible.
The other day I told my friends I wanna try and ride a motorcycle. I wanna feel alive, I wanna feel again. Gonna change my ways, I wanna be brave. So sick of saying I can't. I wanna be a Jimmy Carrey yes man. 'Cause I've been wasting too much time standing on the sidelines of my life, and I'm gonna live my life. I'm gonna live my life on. And if I wanna ride, I'm gonna ride all night long. I can take it, and so I close myself straight off to love. If we can jump off planes, if we can fly to space, if we can swim inside an ocean, I think I'll be okay, I think I'm strong enough. I'm gonna live my life, I'm gonna live my life on. And if I wanna ride, I'm gonna ride all night long. I'm gonna live my life, I'm gonna live my life.
I remember what I said, spoken in the dead of night. We're through. I hear voices in my head saying that you were the one. Do you? So why does it hurt? I left you first, can't admit it to myself, but I guess I was wrong, knew the entire time. You were my dearly beloved. You were my dearly beloved. You were my dearly beloved. You would look into my eyes, saying that you never felt this good. Now I dream of better times, wishing I could hold you close again. So why does it hurt? I left you first, can't admit it to myself. But I guess I was wrong, knew the entire time. So why does it hurt? I left you first, can't admit it to myself. But I guess I was wrong, knew the entire time. You were my dearly beloved. 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 You were my dearly
I should have known I'd leave alone. Just goes to show that the blood you bleed is just the blood you own. We were a pair. I saw you there. Too much to bear. You were my life, but life is far away from fair. Was I stupid to love you? Was I reckless to help? Was it obvious to everybody else that I fall into a lie? You were never on my side. Fool me twice. All you did was paradise. Now you never see me cry. There's just no time to die. I let it burn. You're no longer my concern. Faces from my past return. Another lesson yet to learn that I've fallen for a lie. You were never on my side. For more
Lights on me, I am in the big hole, kinda pretty. I see the day all dancing out of me, I'll be dirty. Yeah, I wanna know it, I wanna know it. When here it seems like the hill. Yeah, I wanna know it, I wanna know it now. I'm feeling right. I'll give you a piece of me. I'm crashing down and rising up, but always seem to fall behind. And all the lights and all the tunnels faded up and left me blind. Cause in the wild I was getting drunk with something I don't know. Oh my, oh. The queen of love promised me that I'll be fine by tomorrow. Oh my, oh. I'm dancing like a maniac and I don't know what's going on. Now all the love within my heart is flowing like the Amazon. Cause in the wild I was getting drunk with something I don't know. Oh my, oh. The queen of love promised me that I'll be fine by tomorrow. Oh my, oh. Oh mama, oh. I've been going off for broke for my friends to like me, oh, but I know they see right through me cause they listen to my songs, yeah. But I don't care, no baby, I don't care. People always tell me take a breath, hey, hey, hey. I've been looking for something that haunts me all night. I've been staying up hours until the sunrise. Just so casual, always living the same life. I don't really mind, but I just need to take some time to get away. Is there something I could take for this pain to go away? Cause I've tried 100 methods and they always seem to fail me. Am I crazy? Don't tell me I'm crazy. I just need to find another way. Hey, hey, hey. I've been looking for something that haunts me all night. I've been staying up hours until the sunrise. Just so casual, always living the same life. I don't really mind, but I just need to take some time to get away. For me, myself and I, cause I'm so bloody tired, yeah. But I'm alright, trust me baby, I'm alright. I'll just sit back and enjoy the ride. Hi, hi, hi. I've been looking for something that haunts me all night. I've been staying up hours until the sunrise. It's so casual, always living the same life. I don't really mind, but I just need to take some time to get away.
Good evening, everybody. Wednesday night, back again. Fast 50 online quiz time. How are we all? I hope you are well. Looks like lots of you are getting active in the feed, which is lovely jubbly. Right, here we are, Hump Day Wednesday, bringing you a little bit of entertainment whilst we still are unable to go out and quiz. But we have got some good news. We have got some good news because of rules and regulations. This place behind me, if you're local, is now open for karaoke. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. So if you're in town, get down to Mojo, because you can go and do your karaoke now. Lots to look forward to at the weekend as well, because Premier League returns. How exciting is that? Well, it's exciting for me, not for everybody, I appreciate. But the Premier League does return on Saturday, and the very first game is my team, Fulham against Arsenal, which is you know, terribly tough game for us to kick off, but you know, what you're going to do, what you're going to do. Let's go over to the feed and say hello and award an imaginary bonus point. And it looks like she's declaring herself the winner here. Alina, you get the imaginary bonus point tonight. You are first. Well done to you. Remember, those imaginary bonus points can be added up and accumulated to an imaginary number, and you can exchange them for any imaginary gift you want at any imaginary time. Well done to you. Matt is absolutely gutted to be coming in second, and Jen came in third. Mihai said third, but you're actually fourth, mate. Jen managed to beat you just there, as Matt pointed out. Right, who else have we got? Delia, good evening to you. And yes, Jen, the NFL should be kicking off soon, I believe, as well. I know that lots of my friends are doing fantasy football drafts for their American football leagues. We've also got the fantasy football, if you're into fantasy football, the fantasy football league here at Mojo. If anybody wants to get the code, just let me know, and I'll make sure that I get it to you. You've still got time to sign up, and if you are the top player at the end of the year, end of the season, you win a whole year of beer, which is pretty darn cool. Good evening to you, Christian. T-shirt wise tonight, because of the random round that we will talk about in a little bit, I've gone for a Kings of Leon t-shirt. It all makes sense very, very soon when we talk about the random round. But let's first of all talk about the quiz that we did at the weekend. And great feedback. It's always lovely to get your feedback. I do appreciate it when you take the time afterwards to drop me a line, Timia, and many more of you. I do read all of the messages that you send. There's an awful lot that come in, and it's always nice when we get such positive feedback, and great feedback for the Lord of the Rings, which we were pleased about, because some of you have complained about some of the sort of media ones being a bit tougher, particularly if you're not a fan, and it seems like we managed to tap into a decent area with the Lord of the Rings, a nice mix of pretty tricky but quite guessable as well. And the rather aptly named Mines of Morcia was the leader as the smoke cleared, as it were. But look at the scores there: 156 tied with Gaza on 156. Mines of Morcia took the lead on account of answering quicker throughout the quiz. You will see your times at the end of the quiz. That is your accumulated correct answer time, and the faster you are, the higher you will be if you are on a tied score. So well done to Mines of Morcia and Gaza, who both picked up dinner from Altarito, dinner delivered to their home from Altarito here in Bucharest, and Mrs. John picking up third place there. Well done to everybody else that got into the top 10. It certainly appeared that most of you were massive fans of the genre, so that was a good one. And we have got a good quiz coming up for you on Saturday. I think most of you know what it is, but we'll talk about that at the end of the quiz. First of all, let's talk about some point scoring. Now, behind me are the cast of Mamma Mia, because they do like a song, and it is of course a movie and a musical, and that will make sense when we talk about our random round tonight. But just a quick reminder of how the scoring will work. All of the scores, all of the quiz, is played through your handset, so you should be holding on to either a mobile phone or maybe a tablet, or maybe you're playing on your computer or your laptop, which of course is a computer, PC or laptop, and you play along at myquiz.org. The code that you need is on the Patreon page. Now, it has been emailed to you as a Patreon, but you can also find it within notifications on the Patreon page, and that's where we put it every Wednesday and every Saturday to make sure it's nice and easy for you to find. You play along at myquiz.org, and everything is perfectly guessable. There's lots of different ways to answer, but the one main thing you need to know is that if you get it right, you get 3 points. If you get it wrong, you get a big fat 0. Now, we do have some questions, one near the start, one near the middle, and one right at the end, which have multiple answers, 3 different answers. You get all of them, you get 9. If you get 2 of them, you get 3. If you only get 1 right, which of course you should do because you can answer for free, and there's only 5 possible options, so 3, you have to 1 right, but you only get 0, I'm afraid. 10 seconds on the whole to answer. It's mainly 10 seconds, but we do give the odd second or 2 for any questions that require a bit more input. So we do give you the odd extra second if there is a picture answer, or if the question is a little bit longer. 15 seconds for the multiple answer questions. No speed bonus, as you know. Maybe we'll do a quiz at some point where we put the speed bonus in just for fun. It's up to you. Variations on questions. I should change this actually, because we have got the extra one now. First letter is still there, where it's multiple choice, but you only get 1 possible letter, and you need to know the correct answer and know what the letter that answer begins with is, and select it. Some questions require you to enter your answer manually, so we call them open-ended, and a keyboard will appear on your screen, and you need to enter a 1, 2, 3 or 4 digit answer. Now, do pay attention to your screen, because it will tell you quite clearly how many digits or letters you should be entering. So it might say enter a 1-digit answer, so you know that it's going to be anywhere between 0 and 9. It might say a 2-digit number. It might say a 4-digit number if it's a year. It might say a 1-letter answer, a 2-letter answer. Pay attention, because you must get the exact answer in order to get the points. And the other variation, which we haven't included over here, and I should add it at some point, are those picture answers as well. You will get a question and 4 possible pictures. Select the picture that is the correct answer, click on it and confirm it. That is important. You must click on it and confirm it. Your screen will ask you, and that's to avoid anybody accidentally clicking on the wrong one. You must confirm it to get the points if you get it correct. Now, so the cast of Mamma Mia are behind me, singing and dancing. Mamma Mia was a musical film with lots of great songs from the noughties, and the reason we have that back there is because this is your random round chosen by the player that came 50th last Wednesday, and they went for noughties, movies and songs. That's what they wanted, noughties, movies and songs. So we'll give another imaginary bonus point for the first person to name the movie that I put on there. I think lots of you might know it because it's one of my favourite films, and I'm always harping on about the particular person that you can see on the left there. Okay, so noughties, movies and songs, and this is how the round will work. It will be questions about songs that are in noughties movies. So noughties, if you're not sure what the noughties are the year 2000 to 2009. So we'll be asking you questions on songs, famous songs, and famous films that had famous songs in them from between 2000 and 2009. And naughty movies, yes, Alina. If you ever come 50th, then that's what she said. Then you can choose naughty movies, and we'll do, I don't know. Anyway, why do I go with that? Anyway, right, questions 20 to 29 will be your noughties, movies and songs this evening. All right, let's talk prizes. It's our final evening of the Carter Rest sponsorship. Thank you so much to these guys for sponsoring us for 4 weeks. That's what they set out to do, to be the main prize for 4 weeks. We do appreciate it, and maybe, Alina, if we beg you nicely, you might return one day and come back. But the winner tonight has the final opportunity to win a 150 lei voucher to be used at carterresh.ro, and we'd like to remind you that Carter Rest, as well as stocking many, if not thousands of Romanian language books, does have a huge selection of English books as well, and they can order most titles from around the world between 7 to 12 working days. And please remember, if you are looking to buy books or records or whatever it is that you're after and Carter Rest stock it, you can get yourself a nice big 10% discount at carterresh.ro simply by using the code British Quiz. That's all you've got to do. Pop that code in, British Quiz, and you'll bag yourself a 10% discount. So once again, thank you to Carter Rest for supporting us. We do appreciate it. We will have a new top prize for next week. Runner-up tonight will get to enjoy Quest Mission escape rooms. Yes, they are still doing it online. Yes, they will be moving into the real escape rooms in due course, but not just yet. And when they do, I'm sure that they will support us and we'll give that away instead. But this is still very popular. Lots of you have won it before, but they have got a number of rooms that you can do. If you win it, and it doesn't matter where you are in the world, you can play this online. It is literally an escape room that you do with your friends. You can have 2 other households that join in. You all log in and you work together to try and escape the room in an hour. It's pretty darn cool, and thank you so much. Third place, as always, will win themselves a box of detergent, and then we move to places 4th through to 10th, who all receive pizza courtesy of one of our longest standing sponsors, Jerry's Pizza. Again, this is Bucharest centric. I think, well, they've got some outside Bucharest as well, but of course, if you're playing in the UK or across Europe, or we've got a couple of players from the US, apologies that you can't actually win this, but you know, anyone, if you know anybody here in Romania, you can nominate them to have the prize. Now, the spot prizes we will endeavour to get to you regardless of where you are in the world. It might take some time, but as long as you let us know where you are, we'll try and get the prizes to you. And here's your 3 separate prizes tonight. One of them is on theme, but the first one is a dodgy dice shot glass game. We've given this away before and people are quite happy with it. It's literally just a daft game that you play, and maybe you can go along to Mojo if you're in Bucharest and play along, because that's where you'll pick that game up from, and you can now go inside, which is pretty cool. 50th place will be another Harry Potter tote bag, and because we're doing 2000s noughties, should I say, noughties, movies and music, I do have a copy of Keane's Hopes and Fears, one of the best albums from the noughties. We'll throw that in the bag for you as well. So the Harry Potter tote and a Keane CD. Getting retro, giving away CDs. Who can still play CDs? I don't know, but look, it'll be worth some money one day probably. Plus, of course, you get to choose a topic for the next quiz. I've managed to not put a space between A and topic, but don't worry about that. You do get to choose a topic for 10 questions at the next quiz. And then 75th place tonight. We've given one of these away before, and I know how much you love them. It's time to give another one. The Out of Time Back Back to the Future mug will be yours if you finish all the way down in 75th place tonight. So what we're saying is it's always worth continuing right through to the end of the quiz, because we give prizes all the way through, not just to the top players. Hopefully you appreciate that, and hopefully we of course reach 75 players to make sure that we can give away the Out of Time mug. If not, we will reward it to another position. But the numbers are flying up as we speak. People always log in at the last second. That's absolutely fine. On to the lucky wheel for our gold and silver patrons, and thank you to Clark Cider, who are a regular sponsor. We often give this to the winner or the runner-up, but we decided to put it on the lucky wheel tonight to give a chance to our gold and silver patrons. So we will spin the wheel at the end of the evening, at the end of this quiz, and if your name comes up, you will get a case of Clark Cider delivered to your home, and that will come out to you in the coming days. If not by the end of this week, then maybe early next week. So thank you so much to Clark Cider, and of course, if you want to upgrade from your bronze membership to gold and silver, two things. First of all, you give yourself a massive chance of winning more prizes at every single quiz, because we do always give away extra prizes to gold and silver patrons. But more importantly for us, you help us keep going, because the more money you donate each month, the more we can do. The more months we'll be able to continue entertaining you, which is what we would like to do. Now, with all of these prizes, of course, the one thing that we want to remind you that if you win a prize, please, 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 please send me a message with your name and your number, even if you've won a prize like pizza every week for the last 6 months. Please, just make my life easy. Send me a very quick message and just say, I was 4th, I was 5th, I won the beer, whatever. Just message me. Please do that, because it is an absolute nightmare trying to work out who some of you are because you use nicknames and we don't have your contact details. So just send me a message. Even if you don't want a prize for whatever reason, we can give it to someone else. Please message me. All right, where are we then? Back over here. So good evening to Radu, who won a prize at the weekend. Well done to you, mate. Jon, good evening to you. Charlie's signing in as well. And Jon's saying it's been 6 months since the first online pub quiz. So well, we started in mid-March, right? So April, May, June, July, August, September. Yeah, and where are we? September the 9th. I suppose our anniversary is maybe next week. I'll have to go back and have a look at the date. But can you believe 6 months of doing this? And I'm afraid we've got a few more months to go until we can entertain you properly. So I hope you don't mind, and I hope you're still enjoying it. And we always welcome your feedback to tell us how we can do it even better. It feels like that, doesn't it, Alina? This year basically has gone January, February, March, September. That's how it's worked for me. But, you know, here we are. We'll all be celebrating Christmas in absolutely no time. All right, loads of people have signed in now, so I think we should crack on with the quiz. 50 back-to-back questions. First couple of questions are on recent news, and then you'll just get a load of random general knowledge, apart from questions 20 to 29, which will be on noughties, films, and music. Hopefully you'll enjoy it, and hopefully we won't have any technical problems like we did a few weeks ago. But as you've seen, hopefully we've solved all those problems, and it's been pretty smooth since then. But if we do have any problems, just bear with me. Chat amongst yourselves. I promise you I'm absolutely fine. Like that time I disappeared off the screen and you all panicked. But let's have some fun, everybody, and very much good luck to each and every one of you. Please get your handsets. Please get your handsets ready, and I will kick you off, and I will send you over to our playing screen. Here we go. Ooh, let's just refresh that. Right, in what city was that picture taken? In what city was that picture taken? I'm just going to have to refresh our main screen. There we go. That's better. Right, the correct answer was New York. So you saw Djokovic, who got kicked out, of course, of the US Open after hitting a ball at the line judge, accidentally albeit, and the US Open is taking place in New York. Well done if you got that one, and we've got a tie, as would be expected. Tron, Tansleys, Shree, Mrs. John and Wilfred, that's your top 5 at the moment. Do see if you can get yourself into the top 5. It's always nice to get your name read out. And here's question number 2. A man has blown up part of his house in France while trying to kill a what? Now, this was in the news as well. It was a story from a few days ago. He literally blew up, not as much as in the GIF there, but he did blow up his house. Correct answer is a fly, 56.1%. Now, this poor old chap, he was 80 years old, about to have his dinner, and he got irritated by a fly. And he had one of those electronic tennis rackets that you swat them with and kills them. But there was a gas canister leaking in his home. So, yeah, boom. Charlie into the lead, 6 points. Right, proper Vlad, 6. DM, you've got 6. Jen, 6. Mrs. John Fortin has 6. You're all separated on speed of answer at the moment. Charlie, I disagree with you. Rules are rules, mate. Number 3, school is the collective noun for which of the following? School is the collective noun for which of the following? Yeah, you know, with him being kicked out of the US Open, the rules are rules. And he'd done it just before, and like a couple of shots before he'd hit a ball into the advertising hoarding. He should have got a warning at that point. It's just silly. Porpoises is the correct answer. 40% of you getting that one right, and we've still got lots of players on 100%. Mrs. John Thornton into the lead. Sally Salz's birthday. She's been claiming this birthday for like a month now. But happy birthday again. Jen, you've got 9, outnumbered 9. Matt Bull into the top 5. Take that screenshot, Matt Bull. You're in the top 5, my man. 3 down, 100%. Let's see how far you can get. Nigel with the worst pun so far. Built along the Nile River between 1070 BC and 350 AD. Which country has the most pyramids in the world? Which country has the most pyramids in the world? Nigel, you should go and hang your head in shame. Oh, I've halibut enough of that. Halibut, enough of that. Fish puns. Sudan is the correct answer. We didn't catch too many of you out. 36.5% of you going for Egypt, but it's Sudan. They've got between 200 and 255 known pyramids compared to Egypt's 138. Sudan has an awful lot. Mrs. John Thornton. Jen outnumbered Matt Bull and James D. Matt, you've moved up to 4th. They are all on 12 points, separated by how fast they are. Yes. Flad, school of fish, school of porpoises, very similar. What's the first letter of the surname in the main family in Peaky Blinders? Enter a 1-letter answer. Just 1 letter, don't try and type the whole word. Just 1 letter. Do you watch Peaky Blinders? Helps if you do. It's quite a well-known show anyway, isn't it? And yeah, look, a third of you getting it, 31%. S for Shelby, as in Tommy Shelby. That was a terrible Thomas Shelby impression there. Matt Bull, now you got to take a screenshot. You're in the lead, mate. It's definitely 2020, isn't it? It's definitely 2020. Matt Bull leads the quiz after 5 questions. Outnumbered, James D, Jane and Gaza make up the top 5. Everyone congratulating Matt. It's the greatest moment ever for him. Here's number 6. Which of these is a famous symphony by the Czech composer Antonín Dvořák? And bang goes Matt Bull's lead. It's a classical music question. Let's see if he gets it. Oh, pressure. Yeah, see you, Matt. Bye-bye. It was nice while it lasted. 65.4% of you did get From the New World. Matt, gone. But it was good, Matt. 5 questions. You were in the lead. Outnumbered now takes the lead. And we've still got lots of people on 100%. Outnumbered from James D, from Jane, from Gaza, from Aerial Souls. Jane and Gaza playing alongside each other. They're always very competitive, along with Jamie. And at the moment, they are tied. Jane just ahead because she's answering quicker. Well done, Alina. Here's number 7. In the 1963 film Pink Panther, what is the Pink Panther? What is the Pink Panther? I love the Pink Panther, as in the cartoon. The movies are great, Inspector Clouseau and all that, but I don't know. I really liked him growing up, the Pink Panther. Diamond is the correct answer. It's called the Pink Panther because the floor at the centre, if you look at it in a certain way, it looks like it's a leaping pink panther. 73.3% of you smashing that one, and still 5 players, at least 5 players on 100%. It's outnumbered from James D, Jane, Gaza and Aerial Souls, so it's as you were on the previous question. Nice and close. Hopefully we've got a few trickier ones coming up to try and catch a few of you out. And here comes number 8. When on the internet error 404 means not found, what does the error 403 mean? Error 403. Now, I wonder how many of you during lockdown have seen error 403 a number of times, because it means forbidden. 45.8% of you getting it right. Yeah, how many internet websites have you been accessing where error 403 has popped up? All right, just 3 people now on 100%. It's outnumbered. James D and Aerial Souls all on 24. Jen has 21. Jane, you've got 21. I should point out I am sitting here in Carteresh because Carteresh are our final sponsors tonight. It's their final night of sponsorship, so I thought I'd sit in Carteresh Carousel. Here I am. Number 9. How many chambers are there in the human heart? Please enter a 1-digit answer. That's it, Jon. If you look them up, they're very much categorized, aren't they? And I just learnt that. You're absolutely spot on. If it's got a 4, it's basically you did something wrong. And if it's got a 5, it means we've got a problem. 4. Look at this. 96% didn't catch anybody out there. Now, look at that picture. That is not a human heart. That's a birthday cake. A cake that's been made for somebody. Can you believe that? 4 was the correct answer. Outnumbered James and Aerial Souls still all on 27. Jen has 24. Gaza replaces Jane in the top 5. He's got 24 points as well. 9 down, still 3 players on 100%. Here comes your next question. Question number 10. And it is multiple answer. Select 3 national flags that have just 1 star on them. 3 of those flags have just the 1 star. And if you can get all 3, you will get 9 points. Let's see if we can shake this top 5 up. And let's see if we keep anybody on 100%. All we do, we've got 2 players staying on 100% here. We were looking for Vietnam, Chile and Cuba. Syria and Panama both have 2. The picture that we've got there is Puerto Rico. Well done to Outnumbered and James D, both getting all 3. Well done to Alina, who got all 3 as well. Aerial Souls holds on to 3rd place with 33 points. Matt G comes into the top 5. He must have picked up all 3 of those points there. All 3 of those answers and 9 points there as well. He's got 30. Jen, you've got 30. Matt got 0. Well done, Matt. Number 11. With which of the following would you associate the Ishihara test? 5 options on there, your 5 senses. Before anyone gets pedantic, yes, I'm well aware that there are more than 5 senses, but these are your 5 main senses. Nice little pun from Yon there about the heart birthday cake. The test is used to determine colour blindness. So we were looking for sight. 30.1% of you getting that one. And Outnumbered remains your last player on 100%. 39 points for Outnumbered. James D back up to 2nd, 36. Bravo iQuiz into the top 5 for the first time, as is Yulia P. Both tied on 33, and they're just ahead of Aerial Souls. Catty, you've got 33 points as well. So it's all changing the top 5. Here's your next question. Which of the following is another name for the snow leopard? Which of those is another name for the snow leopard? Alina, are you colourblind? You're not colourblind, are you? How have I not known that? Ounce is the correct answer. Exactly half of you getting it right. 50% of you, and Outnumbered still yet to get one wrong. But James is chasing you down. Outnumbered 42. James 39. Bravo iQuiz. You've got 36. Yulia P 36. Matt G back into the top 5 with 33. Oh, right. Okay. Yeah, you just got the question wrong. That's fine. Question blind. Trivihara or something. I don't know. Number 13. What are the horizontal rows of the periodic table called? What are the horizontal rows of the periodic table called? I'll be honest. I mean, you're maybe all going to get this right, but I didn't know this until I researched it. Yeah, loads of you getting it. 48.8%. No trick questions here. Periods is the correct answer. The horizontal rows are periods. The vertical columns are called groups. Why wouldn't they call them columns? I don't know. Anyway, Outnumbered. You get one wrong, finally. 42 points. Bravo iQuiz moves up to 2nd, 39. James D drops to 3rd, but you've got 39 points as well. Matt G, 36. Jen, 36. And we've got a nice close quiz after 13 questions. Let's see if we can keep it that way. Here's 14. Picture question, which of the following is a Sarcophagus harrisi? Which of the following is a Sarcophagus harrisi? 4 pictures to choose from there. Make sure you click and confirm to get your answer input. We gave you a few extra seconds there, so everybody should be okay with answering. And yeah, everybody managing to answer. The correct answer is B. The Tasmanian devil is the Sarcophagus harrisi, a carnivorous marsupial of the family Dasyuridae. Anyway, yeah, Tasmanian devil is the correct answer. If you got it, Outnumbered 45, James 42, Matt 39, Jen 39. Bravo iQuiz drops down from 2nd to 5th, getting that one wrong, but still very close. Just 2 correct answers separating 1st and 5th. And here's your next question, number 15. Which of these capital cities is an anagram of the capital city it replaced in 1868? And again, a couple of extra seconds there, just because it is one that you need to think about. So one of them is an anagram of the capital that it replaced. This would have been a lovely question at a normal quiz. Tokyo, it replaced Kyoto in 1868, 57.8%. I was very proud of writing that question. It is a perfect question for a normal pen and paper quiz, but you know, we included it tonight. Outnumbered, still out in front, 48, but James D, great quizzing from you. 2nd place, 45. Jen, 42. Bravo iQuiz, 42. And we now have Anchor coming into the top 5. Good evening to you, Anchor. You are on 42 points as well, just a couple of questions behind the leader. Here's question 16. Which of the following was the name of a ship captained by Sir Francis Drake? And the one you can see in the picture, I've actually stood on. That's down in Brixham, in the southwest of England. Pelican is the correct answer. The Pelican, 24.7%. It's highly unlikely that a sailor would name their ship Albatross. Very unlucky albatrosses. The ship was renamed the Golden Hind quite famously in 1578, but it is the ship that he set sail to circumnavigate the world on, and it was called the Pelican. Outnumbered 51. James, you've got 48. You two stretching away a little bit from Jen, Bravo Eye Quiz, and Slippery Jack into the top 5, and all 3 of you have 42. Here's 17. Which type of pasta has a name that means little worms? No. The one anchored on the Thames is HMS Belfast, or possibly the Cutty Sark, which is not on the Thames, that's in dry dock. Vermicelli is the correct answer, and 97.5% of you getting that one right. I had a feeling it might be rather easy. I realised that worm is vermi, right? Yeah, okay. It's a gift. Anyway, outnumbered 54, James 51, Jen 45, Bravo Ray Quiz 45, Slippery Jack 45. The 2.5% that got it wrong are possibly playing along in the UK. That was a bit unfair, wasn't it? Never mind. It's a gift. Take it as a gift. Next question. Which of the following was elected mayor of Carmel, California in 1986? The shopping mall. That's Hayes Galleria, Jon, that you're talking about there, and you're talking about the modern piece of modern art, the way they built it. Yeah, no, that's not. I don't think the Golden Hind. Clint Eastwood, 47.5%, getting that one right. Outnumbered 57, James D 54, Jem 48, Bravo Eye Quiz 48, and Yulia P has 48 as well. I'm not entirely sure, Jon, if it's a replica or something. I have seen it many times because I work there and I've done many events in Hayes Galleria, but I'm not sure if that big old boat, very impressive it is. Maybe we'll talk about that later. Number 19. What is the first letter of the cocktail that is made from rum, coconut milk, and pineapple juice? Yum, yum, yum. I haven't had a cocktail since February, trying to get fit. I'd like one of these, though. Very tasty. P for Pina Colada. 87.1% of you getting it right. We've got a couple of easy questions in here tonight, but there are a couple of real mean ones as well. Outnumbered 60. James D still just that one question behind them on 57. Jen holds on to third place, 51. Bravo Eye Quiz, you've got 51. Yulia P has 51 as well. Remember, top 10, 25th, 50th, and 75th, all picking up prizes this evening. Oh, I want to sing now, Alina. You've started me off. Number 20. And we're on to 2000's movie and music. Which girl band recorded the lead single from the Charlie's Angels soundtrack in the year 2000? Now, some of these questions will have a couple of extra seconds for you to answer because they are slightly longer. And we will get you started with a few easier ones, just like this one. 87.4% of you knowing it was Destiny's Child. Independent Woman. It was actually in Charlie's Angels first before it was included on their third album, Survivor, a year later. Outnumbered 63, James D 60, Jen 54, Yulia P 54, Matt G back in the top 5. You've got 51, so one down. 9 more of these to come. And as you can see, it's about songs and movies combined. Question number 21. The music video for Teenage Dirtbag by Wheatus features clips from which movie? So, Teenage Dirtbag, which of those movies? Time is up. Loser is the correct answer. 50.6% of you. Slightly trickier. Because I think it's got Jason Biggs in it. Most of you going for American Pie there, but no, it was the movie Loser, which is quite a fun movie. A bit dated now. Outnumbered 63, but it's tied now with James on 63, Jem 57, Yulia P 57, Bravo Eye Quiz 54. Outnumbered, still in the lead. You've been answering quicker, but it's a tie at the top. Number 22, Paper Planes by MIA featured in the trailer for which film? Oh, Jon, okay. I wonder where that is. You're probably going to... I'll look it up and I'll know exactly what it is. I'm probably just having a bit of a blank. Okay, Paper Planes appeared in Pineapple Express, used in the theatrical trailer for the 2008 stoner comedy Pineapple Express, and then Danny Boyle loved it so much he claims he knew about it before that movie. He used it on the quite famously on the soundtrack for Slumdog Millionaire. Pineapple Express, in the movie This Is the End, they reenacted Pineapple Express, or did Pineapple Express 2, and they used that song in that movie as well. Outnumbered and James both on 63, Jem 57, Yulia, you've got 57, Mrs. John Thornton into the top 5 with 54. Here's number 23. A cover of Mad World by Michael Andrews and Gary Jules was used in the film Donnie Darko in 2001, but which band recorded the original version in 1983? We have given you extra time here. Going back to you, Alina, yeah, the Charlie's Angels films are truly dire. Tears for Fears is the correct answer, 70.9%. It's one of those covers which is okay. I'm not a big fan of covers generally, particularly if they completely rip them apart. I don't know. It's worse if they copy them to the complete letter. But I don't know. The Gary Jules version, very, very nice, but you'll never beat the Tears for Fears version. Outnumbered and James, 66 apiece. Jen, 60. Yulia P, 60. And here's Bula for the first time in the top 5. He has 57. Number 24. Which 2002 movie featured Britney Spears singing I'm Not a Girl, Not Yet a Woman? We'll give an imaginary bonus point if you can name the girl, the actress in the pink t-shirt there. An imaginary bonus point. Crossroads is the correct answer. Oh, you look, fans of terrible movies are clearly quizzing tonight. 88.1% of you getting it. Anybody know who the girl is on the right as you look in the pink top? She's quite famous now. Wasn't that famous when she was in the movie? Outnumbered and James, 69. Jen, 63. Yulia, you've got 63. Bula has 60. Zoe Saldana for the imaginary bonus point. Well spotted, Matt. That is Zoe Saldana from movies such as Star Trek and Guardians. Halfway, 25. What has been removed from these Eminem lyrics to Lose Yourself from the movie 8 Mile? It's either a word or some words. And we've given you a few more seconds there. Yeah, Zoe Saldana, a young Zoe Saldana. She did some singing in Crossroads as well. I've discovered that as I was researching the question. Did not watch the movie. Globetrotter is the correct answer. Coast to Coast shows he's known as the Godfather. Lonely Roads, God only knows he's grown father. 47% of you getting that, and a great question for James, who knows his hip hop rap. Yes, mate, you're in the lead. 72 points. Outnumbered, drops to second, 69. Yulia P catches up, 66. You're now outright third place. Jen on 63, and Bula still in that top 5. He has 63 points as well. That is your halfway point. 25 questions to come. Here's number 26. Which 2008 movie featured the Muse song Supermassive Black Hole in a baseball game sequence? Again, like a lot of these questions, a few extra seconds for you to answer because it is a longer question. Which of those movies? Twilight is the correct answer. 55.4% of you getting that one right, and most of our top players did. James, 75. Outnumbered, 72. Yulia, just one question off second place now. You've got 69. Isoleta Mabila comes into the top 5 with 66. Bula has 66 as well. Andre, FIFA 2007, all the way back. They used it on there. It's been in a few movies and TV shows, Supermassive Black Hole, but apparently quite famously in Twilight. Accidentally in Love by the Counting Crows appeared in which film? It's one of the 4 Shreks. You're going to hate me for that, didn't you? All right, so which Shrek film? Accidentally in Love by the Counting Crows. Shrek 2 is the correct answer. 55.1% of you getting that one. It was released as a single in July 2004. I am a massive Counting Crows fan, seen them numerous times. Not a fan of that song whatsoever. And I'll also tell you this, never watched a Shrek movie. You're going to hate me, aren't you? James, 78, outnumbered 75. Yulia, you've got 72. Isoleta Mabila, you've got 69. And Bula has 69. I'm about to get loads of hate for never watching a Shrek movie. Number 28. Which Jamiroquai song did the title character famously dance to in Napoleon Dynamite? Now that is a movie. Oh, Napoleon Dynamite. I can watch that on repeat. No problem. Just love it. So, which song Canned Heat is the correct answer. 24.1% of you getting that. That was a tricky one. The title character Napoleon dances to it at the high school assembly. It's just such a good scene. I love it. James, 81. Outnumbered, 78. Yulia, 75. Bula moves up a place. He's got 72. Isoletta Mobilia, you've got 69. We've got one more of these questions and it will be multiple answer. Okay, 3 answers coming up for question number 29. Select 3 movies that use the song Milkshake by Khalees on their soundtrack. 3 of those films famously used the song Milkshake. 2 of them definitely did not. Charlie lives near Jamiroquai. That's quite cool. Do you see him driving around in any of his big cars? So Milkshake by Khalees appears in Dodgeball at the end, you know, where Ben Stiller's character right at the end becomes super fat because he lost the Dodgeball tournament and Mean Girls is the one that everybody knows it from. And Norbit, there is a really disturbing car wash scene where they play it as well. It's not in Lost in Translation or Little Miss Sunshine. Great question for James. 90 points, 6 points ahead of outnumbered. Yulia P, Isoletta Mobilia and Bula make up your top 5. We're on to general knowledge. Number 30. What is the international vehicle registration code for Malta? Please enter a 1-letter answer. Well done, Jon, for getting all 3 of those. I think you could have done that one backwards, worked out the 2 movies that it probably wasn't used in. So we're looking for the vehicle registration code for Malta, and it is M. It's just M. Yeah, it's one of those horrible questions where I've completely made you think it's got to be anything other than M, but it's M. M for Malta. 40% of you getting it, and our top players, we fooled them a little bit. James and Outnumbered both getting it wrong, which has allowed Yulia P to catch up. She is tied with Outnumbered, but behind because she's answered slower at the moment. Isoletta Mobilia, 81. Bula, 5th place with 78. Sometimes it's the obvious answer, sometimes it's not. Here's number 31. These are the various forms of which popular manga character? Lots of you asking for anime and manga questions, so I thought I'd drop one in there tonight. Okay, he takes on various forms and he's called Goku, and you are fans of anime and manga by the looks of things. 60.7% of you getting it right from the Dragon Ball series. James got it wrong, but Yulia gets it right and catches up. 90 points for James. Yulia goes into second with 87. Outnumbered is down to 3rd place, 84. Tied with Isoletta Mobilia, 84. And Aerial Souls has pushed Bula out. She now takes over the 5th position. Here's number 32. The peace activist Yoko Ono, not Yoko 1, it should be Yoko Ono, was once tricked by which artist into paying $10,000 for a blade of grass? Apologies for Yoko 1. Yoko 1. Anyway, who once made her pay $10,000 for a blade of grass? It was Salvador Dali. It's a brilliant story. 32.1% of you getting it right. She wanted to buy a strand of his mustache and he wanted the money. So he got creative, got a dry blade of grass, put it in a nice presentation box, sent it to her, and she paid him the cash. So Salvador Dali is the correct answer. James D, 93. Yulia, you're clear in 2nd place now. 90 points. Outnumbered, 84. Isoletta Mobilia, 84. Bula, 84. Bit of a lead for our top 2. Here's number 33. Which opera features the aria Nessun Dorma? Not to be confused with the Romanian Nessun Dorna. What a joke that was. Oh, I should give up the day job, man. Turandot, correct answer, 54.2%. Easily my favourite opera, and I do have a favourite opera, and it is Turandot. James, 96. Yulia P, 90. Outnumbered, fighting back, 87. Isoletta Mobilia, you've got 87. And Bula, 87 as well. Jon, thank you so much for laughing at my really, truly terrible puns, but frankly, you guys started it. Number 34. What is the name of this painting by the Dutch painter Jan Vermeer? Have a look at the picture. Timur, I love the fact that you said it was a really obvious answer, and it absolutely was. That's the beauty of it, but 60% of players got it wrong. What are you going to do? The Astronomer is the correct answer, a bit guessable that one, wasn't it? 69.9%. It was a painting from 1668 or thereabouts, and James still clings to the slenderest of leads. 96 points to Yulia, 93, but she's being caught now. Isoletta Mobilia, 90. Bula, 90. Outnumbered, 5th place, 87. It's super, super close. Can our top players hold on? Still 16 questions to go. Here's number 35. Who won 3 Formula One World Championships between 1988 and 1991? 3 in a row, which of course is an extremely difficult thing to do. But it was one of those 4 Formula One drivers. All complete legends. And the correct answer is Ayrton Senna, 54.2% getting it right. And will you look at this with the Formula One question, and people always complaining about sports questions, Julia smashes it and she goes into the lead. She has been answering quicker than James, and she is now in the lead, 96 points, tied with James, 96 points. Isleta Mabilla, you've got 90. Bula, 90, outnumbered, has 87 points. So our two at the top are tied, and they have a 6-point advantage over 3rd and 4th. Here's number 36. Who wrote the best-selling self-improvement book, How to Win Friends and Influence People? It's one of the best-selling books of all time. And there he is on the cover of one of the original copies. Dale Carnegie is the correct answer, and you really know your stuff. 82.1%. Published in 1936. At least 30 million copies sold. Time magazine listed it as number 19 on its list of the 100 most influential books of all time. That was back in 2011. It would probably still rank quite high. Yulia and James still tied together. They're now on 99, approaching 100 points. Bula up to 3rd, 93. Isleta Mabilla and outnumbered make up your top 5. Here's question number 37. What are the matching initials of this classic cartoon character? Please enter a 2-letter answer, and of course the 2 letters will be the same. 2-letter answer. And that is a classic cartoon character. And he's called Huckleberry Hound. Huckleberry Hound, 24% of you getting it right, but our top 2 players got it wrong. And that's allowed Bula to catch up. Yulia, James, stuck on 99 points, and Bula into 3rd, 96 points. One quick correct question, and he could catch you up. Outnumbered, 93, fighting back a little bit. Isleta Mabilla, you've got 93 as well. It's a close one tonight, and here's your next question coming up. This will be question 38 out of 50. It's a hidden logo, just a part of it. What's the first letter of this well-known brand? We've clipped it. We've only given you a tiny part of the logo. The logo, the brand begins with R, S, V or P. Do you recognise it? Oh, you really do. Look at that. Far too many drinkers out there. Schweppes, S for Schweppes, 86.9% of you getting it right. But will you look at that? Yulia actually got it wrong, and James becomes the first player to break 100 points. He's on 102. Yulia holds on to 2nd place because she's answering quickly, 99. Bula, though, is tied on 99. Isleta Mabilla, you've got 96. Ariel Souls back into the top 5. She has 96 points as well. Our top 5, super close. Right, who's older, Jonah Hill or Channing Tatum? Who is older out of the actors, Jonah Hill or Channing Tatum? And your time is up. Channing Tatum is the correct answer. Most of you getting this, 62.7%. Jonah was born in 83, Channing in 1980. I've just said that as though we're best friends on first name terms. Obviously not. Great question for James, because his nearest rivals mainly got that wrong. James gets it right and now has a 6-point lead. And will you look at just players behind him? Yulia, Isleta, Bula, Ariel Souls, all together on 99, split purely by who is answering quickest. Wow. Here's number 40. How many AA batteries did the original Nintendo Game Boy require? Please enter a 1-digit answer. A 1-digit answer. This was by far the greatest Christmas present I have ever been given. Back in 1990. 4 is the correct answer. 57% of you getting it right. I think most of you knew it was going to be 2 or 4, but it was 4, and boy, did it eat them up quickly. It wasn't as bad as the Sega Game Gear, but yeah, you needed rechargeable batteries to keep that thing moving. 57% of you getting it right then. James maintains that 6-point lead. But look, just behind him, it's Yulia P, Isleta, and Ariel Souls all on 102. But Bula got that one wrong, and he drops to 5th. So James with the lead. 10 to go. We're in the home straight. Here's number 41. Belavia is the national airline of which country? Just 3 choices we've given you. Belarus, Belgium or Belize. Belavia. So do you know your airlines? Oh yeah, just about. Now you knew it wasn't Belgium, but you were torn between Belarus and Belize. It is Belarus, and 56.8% of you getting it. Belarus is Brussels Airlines, and Belize has no flag-carrying airline at all. James, though, gets it wrong, and that's allowed everybody to close the gap again. It's James, 108, Yulia, 105, Isoletta, 105, Bula, 102, Aerial Souls drops down to 5th, 102. What a quiz we have tonight. Here's number 42. Which animated character did Gene Kelly dance with in the film Anchors Aweigh? Please click and confirm. Make sure you have clicked and confirmed your answer. Imagine your internet shopping. Click and confirm. Right, Tom, Popeye, Jerry or Minnie. And look at this, only 19.5% of you getting this one right. It was Jerry that he danced with in the movie, quite famously as well. Tomcat does appear briefly as a butler, but he doesn't dance. And oh my God, look how close this is. James gets it wrong. Yulia, 105. Bula, 105. Isoletta Mobila, 105. And Aerial Souls, 102. It's just 6 points separating first down to 5th. We have a close one, guys. Here's number 43. Which of these cheeses is most likely to contain penicillium? Which of those 4 cheeses is most likely to contain penicillium? Right, is this a tricky one? Not at all. Massive answers here. 76.5% of you getting it. Penicillium is the blue mold found in Gorgonzola and other blue cheeses like Stilton. And our top players getting it. James, 111. Actually, some of our top players got that wrong. James gets it and holds on to his lead. Isoletta Mobila moves into second place with 108. Yulia, Bula, both on 105. And Jen somehow comes into the top 5. She's got 102. Still a chance to catch up. Here's number 44. What does a numismatist collect? A numismatist, what do they collect? Another tricky question, but whoever wins tonight is going to thoroughly deserve this with these tough questions. Coins is the correct answer. It wasn't tough at all. 90.6% of you getting that one right. James, the pressure is on, but he's dealing with the pressure. He holds the lead, 114 points. Isoletta Mobila, who has made their move and is now in second place clear on 111. Yulia P, still just ahead of Bula, but they are still tied on 108. She's ahead because she's answering quicker. And Jen holds on to that 5th position with 105. Here's question 45. In what year was the internet meme Harlem Shake popular? Now, it was popular just in one particular year. Jon, it always goes quiet when it's close. The chat. 2013 is the correct answer. 48.2% of you getting it right. It became viral in February 2013. It died out after about 3 or 4 weeks. Oh man, look at this. James, 114, but it's Yulia, Bula, Isoletta Mobila, all on 111. And outnumbered, our early leader has come back into the top 5 with 105. 5 questions remain. Here's number 46. Look at the picture and name the band. Name the band. I find it funny how the comment section dies when it's a super close quiz. Everybody's watching intently. Bastille is the correct answer. 61.9% of you getting that one right. And that split them a little bit, but it's still very close. James, 117. Yulia, 114. Isoletta Mobila, 114. Bula didn't get that one. 111. And Aerial Souls is now back into the top 5 with 108. And there's just 4 questions remaining. Jon, you've got the feed to yourself. Here's number 47. In the human body, which of the following connects a bone with a bone? 50-50 chance here. But of course, you might actually know the answer. Ligament is the correct answer. And yes, the majority of you did know that. Oh my God, look at these scores. 74.7% getting it right. A tendon connects a muscle with a bone. And it's Yulia that takes over the lead. But it's a 3-way tie with 3 questions to go. Yulia, 117. James, 117. Isoletta Mobila, 117. Bula, 114. Aerial Souls, 111. Super close. Here's number 48. In which film did Chadwick Boseman first appear as Black Panther? Yes, I put another Black Panther question in because, frankly, I wanted to. I know I had one last week. So, first movie. The first movie was Captain America Civil War. 64.1% of you getting it. And the top 5 has changed again. Yulia P now has an outright lead. Oh, no, sorry, she doesn't. She's tied on 120 with Isoletta Mabilla. James, our long-term leader, has dropped to 3rd on 117. And he is tied with Bula on 117. And Aerial Souls is still there as well on 114. 6 points separate our top 5. Here's your penultimate question. It's an important one, number 49. Opened in 1985, in which city can you find the Strawberry Fields Memorial? The Strawberry Fields Memorial. It's an important one. 3 big points. The correct answer is New York. 30.6% of you getting it. Lots of you going for Liverpool, which maybe, if you're guessing, would be the obvious guess. But no, it's New York. It's found opposite the Dakota building where John Lennon was sadly assassinated, killed. And 30.6% of you getting it. And as we head towards our final question, Yulia has an outright lead. 1, 2, 3. It's then James, Bula, Isoletta Mabilla, all on 120. Aerial Souls on 117. It's anybody's quiz. Good luck. Final question. Select the 3 events that the athlete Emil Zatopek won at the 1952 Olympic Games. I've gone quiet. When was the last time we had it this close with so many players? Now, there was an easy way to get all of the points on this final question. All you had to do... God, I've seen who's won. All you had to do was know that Emil Zatopek was a long-distance runner. He won the gold in the marathon, the 5,000 metres and the 10,000 metres. And on the final question, and he hasn't been top at all, Bula takes the win. And the crowd goes wild. And Bula, my man, you deserve this. 3, 2, 1. There's your sprinkles and your glitter. Bula, I can't believe he's come back like that and taken the win. And if you look, Bula, 8 minutes and 2 seconds taken to give his answers. He took his time to make sure he got the answers correct. Yulia pipped at the post, as was James. Yulia and James, one correct answer behind Bula, both finishing on 126. But that's not all. Isoletta Mabilla, 126. Aerial Souls, 126. Our top 10 is rounded out by early leader, outnumbered on 1, 2, 3. Christy T, you have 120. Alex, 120. IE had 120. And Dan, you have 117. But we just look at that top 5. Bula, knowing that Emil Zatopek was a long-distance runner, which made that last question quite easy if you knew that, takes it at the death. Wow. Is there nothing this guy can't do? He was so far behind and he managed to catch you up. But look, well done, James. Well done, Yulia. James, we've got detergent for you. Yulia, you're going to get to enjoy Quest Mission. And Bula, you've won it again. The 150 lei voucher for Carteresh.ro. I know you're giving these out to your friends. Maybe you should keep one for yourself. Well done to you. And thank you so much to Carteresh for their brilliant support over the last 4 weeks. We thoroughly, thoroughly appreciate it. And we do hope that we can welcome you back one day to come along. Remember, they've stocked tons of English books. If you want to go and pick some up, you can find them online as well. And everybody is welcome to a 10% discount at Carteresh.ro using the code British Quiz. Yulia, you're going to... get to enjoy Quest Mission Escape Room. So well done to you, my dear. Second place for you. If you're interested in doing an online escape room, wherever you are in the world, questmission.com, look them up. And of course, they will be reopening their extremely popular escape rooms as and when everybody is allowed to go indoors for real. So James, you'll be in the Detergent Club, and then everybody from Isoletta Mabilla down to Dan, thoroughly deserving of their prizes, 4th through to 10th. You've won pizza. So whoever you are, please drop me a line with your phone number so that I don't have to spend ages and ages and ages trying to find phone numbers from previous messages. So Isoletta Mabilla, Aerial Souls, outnumbered, Christy T, Alex, IE and Dan. Drop me a quick line, say I won, here's my number. That just makes my life so much easier. Spot prizes. It looks like we've got one being claimed at the moment. We're just going to go back a little bit. Okay, Vlad, well done. You've got the 25th Dodgy Die Shot Glass game. Come along to Mojo. I'll be there on Saturday night. I'm telling you all now, Saturday night after the quiz. I will head down to Mojo and you can come and meet me there, as many of you have been doing on previous Saturdays. Come and see me there, Vlad, and pick up that prize and any other prizes that you are due. 50th place. Is anyone looking to claim that in the feed at the moment? So, of course, not everybody is watching the stream, but if you are in 50th, the Harry Potter tote bag, Keen CD, and a chance to choose a topic for the next quiz, that will be for you. And 75th, we did have lots of players tonight, so somebody's in 75th place. They're going to get the Back to the Future mug, and that will be presented to you at Mojo. Come and see me on Saturday night. We've got one more prize to give away, which is on the lucky wheel for our gold and our silver patrons. We are going to head over to the wheel now, and the winner will receive tonight a case of Clark cider delivered to your home. What a nice prize that is. So shall we go to the lucky wheel? I think we shall. And here is the lucky wheel. And I thought I'd stick myself in a rather beautiful, beautiful apple orchard. I still can't get over that quiz. What an exciting one that was. Bula, what a quizzer. I can't believe it. Getting all the points at the end and overtaking everybody. Anyway, right, here we go then. You should be able to see your names on there if you are one of our gold and silver patrons. We love all of you as patrons. But gold and silver, as an extra perk, we do give away extra prizes at every single quiz. Sometimes we give more than one, but tonight it's just the one, and it is a nice one. A case of cider delivered to your home. And as we all know, Clark cider is the best cider here in Romania, made from 100% of these things here, apples and nothing else. Rather lovely. Right, gold, you're on there 3 times. Silver, you're on there just the once. Let's go over to the lucky wheel. And shall we do a quick shuffle? Let's just make sure that we've got the timer up. Oh no, it's very low. We don't want to do that. Let's put it higher. That's better. And then let's shuffle and shuffle and shuffle and shuffle. Let's get it back up there. That's better. Get it centered. Shuffle again, shuffle again, shuffle again. And I think we're good to go. Right, if you're good to go, I'm good to go. Should we have a little sing-song and give out some cider? I think we should. Away we go. Spin me right round, baby, right round, like a record, baby, right round, round, round. Spin me right round. Did it for 30 seconds again, didn't I? What an idiot. What am I thinking? Why do I have to sing for this long? Slowing down, finally. Here we go. Who will win? Mihaela, Alina, Jen, Raluca, Timia, George, Raluca, Maruna, Anna, Mihaela, onto Raluca. It's going to go onto Andre. Will it stay with Andre? Will it continue? Now this young lady won just a few weeks ago. Is she going to come up again? She is, you know. Anna Duckman, you've just won yourself another prize. Congratulations to you. You are our winner this evening. Anna, you're going to win a case of cider delivered to your home. Well done to you. Was it last week that you won as well? I can't remember. But anyway, we have got some nice prizes coming out to you. Well done to you. More prizes on the lucky wheel at the weekend. And remember, the 1st of October, we're going to be spinning the lucky wheel for massive big prizes. I'm going to have loads. I don't know how many I'm going to give away, but at least 6 or 7, maybe as many as 10. It all depends on what I can get my hands on and what we can give away. And those lucky wheel spins will not be at a quiz. It will be a little special stream that I do live where you can all tune in and see if you can win. And the way that you can win, there's a couple of ways. Simply be a gold or silver Patreon active on the 1st of October. Easy as that. You will be on the wheel once if you're silver, 3 times if you are gold. And if you want to put yourself on there many, many more times, all you have to do is refer a friend during this month. And anybody that refers up until the time we spin the wheel will go on the wheel. So you can refer your friends right on October the 1st if you want to. That's absolutely fine. But get your friends to sign up. And if one of your friends does sign up, please make sure I know that it was you that referred them, okay? Drop me a line because I'm keeping a list and those people will go on to the wheel and you can get yourself on there as many times as you want. So if you go and get your entire office to go and sign up and play this quiz, not only will I love you and buy you a beer, but you'll be on there loads and you have a much bigger chance of winning a prize. And as well as, Funko Pops and breakfast sets and t-shirts and sweaters and cool stuff like that, remember, 3 of you will get an invitation for 2, so you and a friend or you and a partner, to come to a private dinner with Adi Hadan, the master chef himself, the best chef in Romania, at his private Attic Lab restaurant, which is right smack bang in the heart of the city, just opposite from the old town. It's stunning. It's got a beautiful rooftop terrace. It's all open plan. You get to watch him cook. You get to just enjoy the evening with loads of really nice wines, loads of really nice cocktails. And Andre Hadan definitely needs to bring your book. Now, Adi Hadan is actually going to be coming to F45 with me very soon. So I'll see if I can get him to drop it off to me then, Andre, and then we'll try and get that book to you. Remember, F45, if anybody wants to come training, you're welcome to come along with me. I'd love you to come and do that. And F45, you can go and train there. It is here in the French Quarter, and you can go and train there for a week for free if you want to. If anybody wants details on that, do drop me a line and let me know. I mentioned earlier that I'm not drinking. There is a very specific reason for that. Coming up on October the 4th, I will be doing the London Marathon. But the London Marathon, I know lots of you know that I run the London Marathon every year. The London Marathon is not in London this year. It's been postponed. It should be in April. They postponed it to October the 4th, and then they cancelled it again. They've turned it into a virtual marathon where you can obtain the 40th anniversary London Marathon medal and finisher's t-shirt if you run a marathon on October the 4th. So I will be doing mine around Herristrail Park, which is 7 laps. That's the plan on Sunday, October the 4th. And I will talk about this nearer the time in a couple of weeks. But I'm looking for people to come and jog a couple of miles or walk with me for a bit, because, God, it's going to be boring. And I'd love to see some of you come out and maybe support me, bring some snacks and sweets and drinks, and help me get around the park. But we'll talk about that nearer the time. Coming up on Saturday is our latest themed quiz. And it's going to be a really, really cool, fun one. We're calling it a very holy quiz, and the questions are on both real and fake religion. So you can expect everything from Judaism and Christianity and every religion imaginable, all the way over to things like Jedi and things that aren't really religions, fake religions and daft stuff like that, and hopefully it will be very, very entertaining. Will there be mention of Monty Python? You betcha, of course we will. We'll definitely, there might be some weird think Spaghetti Monster and all of that. We're going to get everything in there, and it's going to be a fun one. Will I be able to find some themed prizes for that? Well, I don't know. I'm not really keen on handing out Bibles and stuff like that. I haven't really reached that stage in my life, but I'll see what I can do. I'll see if I can come up with some fun stuff, maybe a Star Wars prize or something, Jedi. I'm sure we can do that. So we'll have some fun. If you've got friends that want to play, get them to sign up, get them referred, and we'll get you on that lucky wheel for the 1st, and they can play it on Saturday. So tonight was a fun one. Well done once again to Bula for taking the win. That really was a very exciting quiz. Well done to our top 10 for picking up prizes. We'll do an update tomorrow. The Book of Mormon might be in there. We'll see. That's such a good musical, isn't it? We'll do an update tomorrow. Not tonight. We'll do it tomorrow when we've got everything to put online. We'll confirm all of the spot prize winners, and we'll give you your full results. And whatever you do for the rest of the week, make sure you enjoy it. Enjoy the rest of the sunny weather, because, look, face it, sooner or later it's going to start raining. It's going to be miserable. But remember, you can go in here now. You can go to Mojo and you can sing karaoke. Get down there. They shut at midnight. Go early. Get them your business, because they need it. They really do. All right, guys, thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your week. Love you long time, and I'll see you on Saturday night.